This is Inside the Panthers Den with your host, Weston and Brody. Today we'll be having a couple special guests on our podcast, Tabor and Caleb from the 7th and 8th grade football team.
What are y'all's thoughts on the football season so far?
I think we look pretty good. We played Pioneer last week, Tuesday, and we were a little rusty, but we come together as a team, and we played Medford last night, won 52-14, did pretty good.
Our offense was kind of falling apart. We weren't running the ball right where it was supposed to go.
And some of our plays were falling apart, but it's all right.
How does the defense look this year for the 7th and 8th grade team?
Our defense actually looks pretty good. Hardy got hurt last night. He broke his collarbone on defense, actually. It was an interception, and he came down and broke his collarbone. So right now, we're without a safety. But our D-line's pretty good.
What will the rest of the 7th and 8th grade football season look like without Hardy being able to play?
It's definitely going to be tough. We're going to have to find new people to put back there and all the spots that he played. And we're just going to have to work hard and just figure it out.
We're going to have to be more aggressive on defense, not let them go through the line.
We can't really do much. Just work harder than we have been.
What do you guys think the team could improve on in the future to help the struggle of the team and to help you guys get better?
We need to get more physical.
Yeah, definitely.
So are you talking about like condition physical or just up front on your line physical? Like up block, header, lower your shoulder more, get you more physical.
Just want to hit. Just want to make contact.
Get the tackles and follow through.
Yeah. Definitely get blocks.
Well, folks, that concludes segment 1 on this podcast.
Signing out, Caleb
and Tabor.
Here we have our second guest, Laker. Well, you're new here this year, right?
Yep.
It's your first year at Pond Creek?
Mm-hmm. First year. I'm loving it here already.
How's football going so far?
It's going great. Obviously, against Coyle, didn't have the outcome we wanted to, but I think with our bye week and all the practices we've had, I think we're ready to go this week.
We have met for this upcoming week. How do you think that game's going to go?
I think it's going to be a great game. I think both teams are solid and have great players, and I just think it's going to be a really good game.
That's good. You haven't been here for the rig yet. What do you think the rig's going to stay?
I think so.
So, how do you think the rest of the football season will go after we played these first few games?
I think this season is going to have a great outcome. Obviously, we still have a lot to work on, but I think by the end of this year, we'll be a completely different team.
What are, in your opinion, the team's strengths and the team's weaknesses?
I think our strengths is we can communicate really well on defense. Our weaknesses is getting our snap counts down, not jumping off sides, and everything of that nature.
I feel like we need snaps. Snaps is our big thing.
Yeah, I think if we can get our snaps down, I think we'll be really successful.
I feel like we need to watch the ball when it hits us in the hands before we turn upfield and look. We need to watch it in, tuck it, and then go.
Yeah,
I think we'd have a lot more catches, and I think we'd be a little more sound on offense if we could. Don't you think?
Yes, if we can get more sound on offense, we're gonna have a great season.
I feel like we can make pretty deep run if we get our little bit of our defense fixed, our offense offsides jumps, our snaps, our catches, our run blocking, stuff like that. I feel like we can make pretty fun playoffs. Don't you think?
If we can fix all the little things and get everything all sound and together, I think we'll be great.
What do you think the team could do to work better together out on the field?
I think if we talked more, like off the field, talked more about game plans and everything, I think we'd be way better.
I feel like as long as we don't, once something bad goes wrong, as long as we don't point fingers and not take responsibility for it, I think we'll be a lot more sound of a team as long as we're not pointing fingers, don't you think?
Yes, if something goes wrong, we just need to keep our heads up and go through it like Coach Bowman always says, we win as a team, we lose as a team, and
Not one person wins.
Yeah, never one person.
Here we have our final guest, Coach David Kerr.
How was it like coaching for all those years, and how many years did you coach?
So I started probably my coaching here at Palm Creek in 1997. And I quit football a few years ago, and 2021 was my last season. So it was very rewarding. It was nice seeing, worked with some good kids over the years, and I felt like I built great relationships with kids over the years. And so, again, a lot of those kids I coached, especially when I was younger and they were younger, that are all old and have kids now. And so it's interesting to see how they've turned out. And that's probably the most rewarding thing that a lot of those guys are good family guys and good fathers and good men. And so I'm pretty proud of that, that I was maybe a little bit a part of that.
What are your thoughts on the upcoming Medford game and how you think it's going to go?
Well, I hope, obviously, it's going to be a good ball game. I actually went and watched Medford play last week, and they're pretty talented. So we're going to have to play well to win. Medford's always been a big rivalry. It used to be a really big rivalry when I first got here. Kind of cooled off for a period, but it seems like it's kind of amping back up. And so, yeah, we'll have to play well, and it should be an exciting game. I think both teams pretty evenly matched, and obviously, being a big rivalry, Medford's going to want a piece of us. So
You think the Rays going to stay at Palm Creek?
I hope so. That's kind of take pride in that since that started a few years ago. I think they've only had it for 1 year, and we've had it all the other years. So, yeah, we hope we keep it in our trophy case for another year.
What was it like on the state team years that y'all won state?
There's a lot of things those teams had in common. Well, all of them worked extremely hard, not just during practice, but in the weight room, the off season. A lot of talented kids, and they pushed each other. I mean, they wanted excellence from each other. So, you didn't have to do a lot of motivation and coaching. Those kids motivated themselves or motivated their teammates, and it was fun. Some years like that can be a little stressful because you're expected to win. But those, like I said, those years, those kids took it upon themselves to be those teams and put in the extra work, and that's why they were successful.
What was it like coaching the Gibson twins, Colton and Brandon?
I love Colton and Brandon, especially they were a little bit squirrely when they were out there, but I will say then they were never very big. Even like when they were freshmen, I don't know if they weighed 110 or 15 pounds, but they were never afraid of come to hit you, and they were afraid of being physical. They did whatever I asked, and then since they graduated, again, I've became close with them because they're friends with my kids and spent a lot of time with them. So I love those kids. So, but I coaching them, they were great. Like I said, they did whatever we asked, and they weren't afraid, and they were very competitive kids.
What did the state game look like in 2019?
Well, we played Winoka, and we played them earlier in the season, and we played them in the regular season, and it was when we played them, we only beat them like 14-8 or something like that. So it was a real close game in the regular season. But that night we played it was windy. It was raining the whole game. It was cold. It was kind of a miserable game. So a lot of the things I thought we could be successful with, we couldn't hardly do that night just because of the conditions. So I felt confident going in that game that we'd be able to expose some stuff that they did. And like I said, it was a nice night. So, we were successful and we played really well. And like I said, it was a fun night.
Well, I appreciate you coming on our podcast. It's nice to have somebody that coached here and played and
Yeah.
did all that.
So I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys having me on, and you guys are doing a good thing with this. So hopefully it's successful for you guys.
But we always try whatever we can do to make Pond Creek look as good as we can, make our students look good, and we always try to pay attention and do the right thing and treat others
That's right.
pretty good.
That's right. Do the right thing. That's the most important thing, right? Do what you're
Yep.
supposed to do.
Mhm.
Hey, Weston, what are your thoughts on the school year so far, and how do you think it's going to go?
So far, the school year's been going well. I enjoy being a senior and being on top. I also like that I get to leave early and get to go to work and all that stuff. And I know you probably enjoy it too, except you have to come back for like football practice. I don't know how you think of that.
I mean, yeah, I get to leave and it's really nice. I can go work, but coming back kind of puts a wrench in my plans because, yes, I'd like to work longer, but yes, I also really enjoy sports. What is the band shaping out to be this year?
The band's doing okay, better than years past because of the new teacher. He's really helping out and helping us with the music. And we are adding like a few things, adding some new songs. And we're adding a whole new marching show for our upcoming football games for halftime. And I think it'll come out to be okay.
I heard he changed the fight song. Is that true?
Yeah, we added a stinger to the fight song, which we had it a couple years ago, and when we had Miss Pierce come up to be a teacher, she took it away, and we just added it back.
I think that'd be cool. I like being the whole senior effect of it's my last year. I don't once I'm out of here, I'm out. I don't have school again. But I think the school year really go pretty well this year. I think it'll be smooth sailing, not many classes. I mean,
Yeah, it's been going by fast.
yeah, I've got like 4 classes that I actually have to be here for, and
Yeah, me
pretty
too.
simple.
Yeah,
None of it's like rocket science.
yeah.
So, what does your life look like out of school, Weston?
I do a lot of video games and working. That's pretty much it. I play Farm Simulator. You know how it goes.
Oh, you farm sim?
Yeah.
Oh, I farm sim it up every night, man.
Me too.
Farm sim's got some pretty cool mods going on there.
Yeah, especially on PC. You know, I just started playing PC not too long ago.
Man, I'm waiting to get my PC set up. I got speakers. I got the whole slew of stuff. I just need to wipe my brother's old PC and put it back, put it in my room.
Yeah, I bought mine brand new off of Amazon.
Hey, man, if it floats your boat,
Amazon, you get some pretty good deals on there.
honestly though, Amazon does have some pretty good stuff for pretty cheap. Dude, I also like going to the casino sometimes,
Yeah.
playing some casino games.
I've been a couple times. I've been 18, but I don't go often. I like to save my money.
Yeah, I should probably take notes on that, saving money, because like between the casino and scratch off tickets, I'm in the hole. A lot of money.
Well, folks, that'll be concluding our podcast this week. We'll see you back next week on Inside the Panther's Den for 2 new podcastees.